Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? There we go. I'm tired of Harvey Beyond. What is next? That's a good question. I don't really know. You go work on a T17 strat. Find something that you like with T17.
Hey.
Yeah, SSF is next for me, for sure. I am ready to go SSF. But I'd rather just wait till next week. Keep it more organized rather than play for like 2 days and then wait till next week again, you know? The ritual ones? The tribute one? I don't want the tribute one.
Business. I should raise my fees.
I'm doing alright, Brian. Hope you guys are doing well.
Hail God's Slayer.
The Merry Lee.
Oh, it's the other way. 30 or 18? Sure, that seems crazy. I don't.
I'll put the word out.
Poor influence scarabs. Nobody values them. Yeah, I have ritual right now, but I'm wondering if maybe I drop ritual for like. Maybe I just drop ritual for Delhi and farm like Strand or something. I don't know. Then again, it's probably not going to be very good though if I do that. Ritual's fun. It just gets like tiring, you know? Like looking through the loot window for like so long. Very fun, just yeah. Is it maybe a strand time? Oops. I don't care for Alva. No, Alva's boring to me. I think I'm gonna try dropping ritual for Delhi and see how that goes. I just run Alva Blight with ore deposits. Yeah, I mean, like, I could do ore deposits too. That's an option, but that's... The chances of getting a fallen so rare. Ever run ultimatums? I had my ultimatum trend, like, a few years ago. I went crazy on ultimatums. Not really anymore. Got bored of it. Like, if I remove selective list, then I'm down to these three, right? Like, Elder Shrine, and Pack Size. I mean, let me try it. What's your 100 mirror a minute strat for this league? I kind of just do my Harvey Beyond. Do like the same strat every league because it's fun. Are those all the ritual nodes I need? Yeah. A ritual? Your maps contain ritual. Okay, what if I remove, like, that node? Hold on. I mean, if you can handle Harvey Beyond, then, like, I always do it in 16.5, because 16.5 is free for the Egan. I don't know if it's worth running when you could be selling the maps, though. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Okay, we got 17 points. Like, no way I cannot do Delhi with that. So, Delhi 1. I feel like reward type is good. Should I only have 1 point left? Really? Well, actually, I have 1 point left, but I only have 1 deli cluster left anyway. It's just, this one. This one I don't think matters. This one's, like, scuffed. Okay, yeah, so I want this. I want this and this, so just 4 points. Like that. That could work. Sure. Actually, maybe I even just drop the yellow beasts here. Well, the thing is like, the beasts are kind of nice, though. But I don't really need them. They're just kind of nice to have because, crafting, right? Constantly need beasts. Okay, I'm not really expecting too much from this, but I am curious, so... What other maps are there? Is it really just Strand? I think it might just be Strand primarily. Oh, Tropical Island. Is there no Tropical Island? There is Tropical Island, okay. Let's go half Tropical Island. Wait, Tropical Island and Strand are adjacent? What the heck? Okay. Let's go run a quick Strand. Toxic Sewer is life. Oh, I love Toxic Sewer, believe me, man. I do. But I'm saving Toxic Sewers for when I go SSF, so... But I don't know what to put here. Like, I guess I could shove more Domination Shrines, but I don't know if I want to do that. Blight Enjoyer. Did a lot of Blight already. How's Poverty League going? I don't feel broke, so I don't know, man. Like, I agree with, like, we're getting less loot, but I don't agree to the extent that people seem to be going crazy over. Like, I agree that is a fact that there's less loot in the end game, but the question is, like, how much loot do you need? Because a lot of bare bone crafting, the tree gives you, so then it's more like the end game craft stuff, but like, what do you need out of the maps that we're not getting is more of my question. Because Divines are even at like an okay ratio, I thought. Just recently they went up in price, but yeah. Fun? I mean, I think the game is fun. I agree I'd like to see more strats, but are there not more strats because we haven't found them, or are there not more strats because there's not more strats? I think that that's always something to ask as well. Yeah, I saw the post that they're gonna be buffing stuff.
Approach, challenger.
Were you excited for SSF? Oh, I can't wait, yeah. Trade League's fun and all, but like, I get to a point where I'm like, what do I do with my character, right? SSF, it takes a lot longer to get to this point, which I really like. There's no Scarab. Even if a mid-strat becomes popular in a few hours, the prices will be insane. That's what grinds my gears. That's more of the community's fault, though, no? That's because PoE is kind of like filled with sheep mentality, where one person figures something out, and then everybody wants to do it. Like, that's just player-driven economy, right? Maybe I'm just missing something, but... 40A. That's Garbo.
You've had a sail, Exile.
Yeah, but the fact that slower players wouldn't be able to do it because others hoard the resources is the player's fault. What does that have to do with what we were talking about? I'm just saying that this league is no different than any other league where when a strategy becomes popular, the casual player base cannot afford it because everyone else is buying out the stuff. So what does that have to do with this league specifically? This happens in every league. Oh, I don't really know what the most fun league mechanic is, to be honest. Strong boxes are always pretty fun to farm. RB Beyond's pretty fun, just not fun on the fingers. Blight's like kind of fun with all the bosses. I don't know how you get loot out of it exactly, but Blight's kind of fun. I have to look more at the Blight stuff. Harvest is pretty fun when you're making a lot of currency out of it. I can agree to that, yeah. Expedition Big Boom. Yeah, I get bored of that over time, but it's definitely fun at the beginning. Oh, Anecake, thank you for the raid. How are you doing? New unique items coming next week. Oh, I didn't see that post. I just glanced and saw, what is it that they had? They were buffing, league mechanics. You can just input the value of Nebulus in the config box. A perfect Nebulus is 450% LE damage. So you can just put that in. 99.99% of the time, when somebody asks, is Nebulus better than my Scepter? The answer is yes. If that makes you feel any better. You can also go to my website, FAQ, and just type in Nebulus there and see the result. I'm doing pretty good, friend. No complaints. It's my first time on RF. 150k damage is okay. I don't really go off of tooltip. I just have the PoB as a reference. If you feel your clear is slow, just keep increasing your damage. 150k sounds like it's on the lower end, but again, I don't like stare at my character's damage and say I need more. I just look at my gear and say I need better gear, right? Tremor Rod. Remember when this was actually something? Embrace Madness. I don't know what Embrace Madness is. Or does that have to do with the deli stuff? Is there a scenario where it's not worth getting a Nebulus? If your Scepter is better than a Nebulus. Oh, 145. Why so much more here? What the heck? Tropical Island? It is.
Sold something while you were gone?
I can Oriats just for these. We'll see. Oh, perfect max life fracture. What the heck? That's really good. that's 2D.
Hail, Godslayer.
The man.
Do you have a recommendation on what to focus on to get more damage? I do my best to help people, but these are extremely general questions. The number one best thing I can tell you is look at the path of building loadout for what level you are, and start aiming to acquire that gear. You cannot neglect parts of your build when it comes to Righteous Fire, right? You're not playing an attack build where you can just go buy a strong weapon. You gotta, like, have a good life pool. You need to have a good set of increased damage. You need to scale your increased damage with multipliers like damage over time multiplier. You also need to get yourself like a 6-link, quality your gems. It's not that things have to be expensive, it's that you have to just play the build, right? You gotta gear the character up appropriately. That's the best tip I can provide you. How much is Dom? 4 for 4? It's kind of good though. What did you do early maps to get currency? Pretty sure I used the league mechanic for quite a bit of my currency.
You will never escape this nightmare.
The PoB loadout feature is the #1 best thing that I can provide for people. And I know for sure, unfortunately, a lot of players do neglect this. But I'm going to show you an example of just how easy it is, right? You just take the RF Chieftain League starter from right here. You import the character in, right? And assuming that, you know, you're trying to push into T16, I would say you want to aim for the loadout of 81 to 90. If you look at this character and you say, okay, the gear seems very achievable. I want to start getting some more expensive gear. Then you can move to this loadout. This is the loadout where I recommend people aim to get to. From here, just literally start comparing your gear 1 for 1 and seeing where, like, what you want to get. It should be kind of obvious what's giving you damage, right? Like, obviously your weapon is going to give you damage and your shield is going to give you defenses, right? This is supported by 2 extra links, Burning and Conk Effect. That's going to give you a ton of single target, right? So just, you know, go through the PoB, look at what it has, and just start comparing it to what you have. That's the #1 best thing you can do. Just take a little bit of time. What is a blue socket? You can see it in the last PoB loadout. It should be Awakened Control Destruction. Oh my. Oh my. You don't have the new jewel in PoB. PoB does not have the new jewel or the Nebulus unless they pushed an update. And even if they pushed an update, there's not really a reason for me to push an update because like 0.1% of people are actually going to go update their PoB, right? That's what my character profile is for. If you want stuff in the current league, you can just import my character. I tried many chromes to get 3 green. If you go to my website and you go to the FAQ and you search off color, it will teach you how to do this. Any Falworns you are interested in trying to build around? For RF, not really. I mean, the only thing would be like the Wrathpith for SSF because it'll give me a lot of damage. I don't know if I'd actually use it. For other builds, sure. What is the best way to craft a Stygian Vice Elder Belt? My website, top right, click craft. Book of Flame important. Very important, yeah. It provides you with extremely high fizz mitigation at low level.
Destroy them all!
Momo, the crafts are there, by the way. You just go to the website, you click top right, and there's a craft tab. Good, good. Unwavering stance passive, what does it do? You can't read it? It gives you stun immune. And then when you compare or combine that with Annihilation, it gives you stun, freeze, and chill immune, which allows you to change your Pantheon. What point would you say investing in AoE falls off? Investing in AoE. I mean, like, you just get as much AoE as you want, right? Kind of hard to answer that question. If you care about number go up, you don't spec AoE nodes, right? If you want AoE, you just get AoE nodes. Like I could just get AoE here, and I could get AoE here if I want to.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
I cannot carry this.
Only thing I dislike is this is supposed to be new player friendly, but anything RF has a crazy price inflation, pricing new players out of having a good time. This is true and not true at the same time. If you craft your gear, most of the gear is very affordable. If you are just trying to copy what I have, it is going to be expensive, and that is, as you said, due to just meta builds, right? But I show people every single league how to craft very basic items on a budget. And in fact, what people do for money is they just go to my website and they just craft RF gear to sell to noobs, because noobs often say stuff like, I don't know how to craft, or crafting never works for me, etc. But if you take the time out of your day to understand it, it's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. Crafting questions go to Global 911. My brain's a bit fried, man. Would you prioritize a 6-link or a better scepter? All depends on the value you're getting prices at.
You are the cause of great misery.
Finally hit an open prefix on Awakener Orb Slam for my sword. I had some like 50-50 gambas. I just won them. I lost them when it came to making the helmet, though. The helmet was kind of annoying. That shit was very annoying. I'm stuck. 6 links are dirt cheap. That's true. I'm guessing they're asking about Cloak of Flame. Can we use Foulborn Barracks Respite? It's not worth it, but if you want to, you're free to. There's not really any other reason to force explode into a chieftain build. At the most, you could buy like Oriat's End, which is expensive, but yeah. This build would be fun if you craft everything yourself. I mean, this build is fun, period. I'm just saying that if you can't afford items, you can craft them. And crafting works in every single league. It just depends on if you're going to be smart or not when it comes to crafting. A lot of people don't understand, like, even though my build guide says if you hit conk effect level 16, 18, or 20, or burning damage level 16, 18, or 20, you should stop. People see me use a level 20 version, so they roll over their crafts and they're just deleting money when they could be selling, right? So this is not an RF thing. This is just a PoE thing, right? A lot of people don't know how to PoE basically. Why do you use life tap on RF? Just go to my website, box.net, go to the FAQ, and type in life tap. It will explain everything for you. Yeah, I use Awakened PoE trade. I think pretty much everyone uses it. Like, some people use Sidekick. I don't even know what Sidekick is, so. I hate when the cats do this. They punch my door open so they can hide. Specifically hide in my closet, and then I forget that they're there, and then they're like, why did you lock me in here? Any tips on how to kill bosses on SSF? You fire trap them. You ideally want to get an Elder Helm, but you don't need the Elder Helm if you're just doing Eater and XR. Those are very achievable in life res gear.
Sold something while you were gone.
Is there any item level gem that makes it easier to hit Corrupted Blood? I don't know. I just look for jewels with Corrupted Blood and buy them. Trying to force your own implicits is pretty yikes, but it's very easy to just buy stuff. You're an SSF. Ritual often has jewels with Corrupted Blood immune, but even that's RNG, so. They don't want to get out. I got her out of one side, she ran to the other, and then she just ran under the couch, so. It's because we have a guest over right now. She doesn't like being around people. What do you think about Captain Lance's low-life Scion RF build? It is insanely expensive to craft. Insanely expensive. I don't know how it interacts with the new Wrathpith. I'd have to go look. Go look at the shield that I was running. I think I was running an AoE. Oh, yeah. You would lose a ton of AoE. You would lose actually all the AoE if you used a Wrathpith with that build. Have you seen Foulborn Witchbane? I don't even know what Witchbane is. What is Witchbane?
They're getting closer. They will find you, and
A jewel.
they destroy.
That's not very descriptive. I am stuck following your guide because I am running SSF Marauder and I can't get traps. Or enchants. SSF has no influence on this. My guide has you start with a mule, so you can get your gems. You can buy Fire Trap from library. What part exactly are you confused about?
I cannot do this yet.
It sounds to me like you're a newer player and you really should be watching the video guide because it seems like you need help from it. Foulborn Witchbane is an explode jewel. An explode jewel. First enemies you or minions kill have a chance to explode dealing chaos. Interesting. I didn't know I can mule to SSF. Yeah, it's the same thing. But you're trying to buy Fire Trap, which is confusing me because it tells you in the POB. Here. I'll show you. I'm getting a lot of people who are confused on things today, so let me just teach you how to use the Path of Building. If you import the Path of Building in, just take a look here. Right? Use the loadout feature. I'm guessing you're 21 to 40. In the skills section, it says, do not forget to do the library quest. Click here for gems to purchase via library. And if you look at the 21 to 40 and you go to the notes and you come down here, right, it's going to talk about going to library and buying the gems here. Remember to just take your time and go through it. It explains everything I could possibly teach you. Searching that modifier is weird. I think it's like gain hashtag number charge. I don't remember the exact thing to type in. Appreciate the gifted, man. Thanks. I was using other link. Mobalytics or what other link? Mobalytics right now, we gotta wait until the import features are a bit better, but yeah, Mobalytics is good. It's just if you're new and you need more information, you gotta look through this stuff. That's all. MOBA is great, but for people who are super beginner, there's nothing wrong with following the MOBA, but the POB will have extra notes in it. Oh shit, I didn't go far enough. I wasn't paying attention. Thoughts on using Arctic armor for freeze immune while you're still trying to find Mervale map? Definitely a no for me, but feel free to do what you want. Giving up Skitterbot is making you lose a ton of your damage.
I've got some wealth for you.
Glad to see.
There was some guy on YouTube today who made a comment. He said, Why do you even have the mobalytics guide? It's missing 50% of the information. It's literally impossible to follow. So I responded and I said, you do realize that mobalytics is a literal direct import from the path of building, right? Like, you can't even edit most of the information on there. You can just add text. So how can it be 50% incorrect and missing if it literally is an import feature of the path of building itself? And then they were trying to say that it doesn't tell you when you're supposed to do this or when you're supposed to do that. And I'm like, it literally has a level drop down for when you go to the next part. And they're like, yeah, but it doesn't tell me. Well, my friend, you seem like you need extra help. Have you considered following the video guides?
Over here.
No, the drunk guy from yesterday was more coherent than that guy. Yeah. The best thing to do is not to get hung up on those types of comments because, you know, that's just how it is. The fact that PoE players cannot read. Laugh at them. Yeah. Yeah. I've just been getting exhausted from the questions, so just doing my best to laugh it off. SSF will be a nice breather for me. Whee!
Got me! Burn it all to the ground!
Burn it all to the ground.
I cannot do this yet.
Almost there!
Coming up with a new atlas for this league? Not really. I mean, I'm trying different things right now, but I don't really know. Like this one is basically trying to hit like divine altars and like farming Delhi while I'm trying to hit the altars, but I don't really know. There's I'm not really sure what to do per se, right? Don't really know what I want to farm. Yeah, I mean, the mobalytics is totally fine, right? Like I said, it's a direct import from PoB itself. There's like a lot more text and stuff I want to add, but we just don't get enough time in general in PoE before like league updates, right? Try out the new Ubers. Why? I don't know. Just don't really get any joy in that.
Sold some.
God Slayer.
When does the damage jump from 100k to 1 mil? It doesn't. You gotta like kind of follow the guide and gear yourself up appropriately. You're not gonna get one item that's gonna 10x your damage.
Stay vigilant.
The PoB is set up in a really nice way where you can follow the progression stage by stage. So I'd recommend you start doing that. Just take your time and go through them. If you feel like you're more experienced, you can try to jump loadout sets, but be warned that not everything will be as smooth. Why doesn't your PoB have Nebulus? Why would I put a league start build on a Uber item that we don't know the price of and don't know how it works And then on top of that, why would I put it into the PoB when PoB does not even load Nebulus correctly? That sounds like some sus stuff. Instead, we put a website FAQ for Nebulus and make videos about Nebulus so people who want to learn about it can understand. Never, ever, 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 ever put items you don't know the rarity of and items you don't know how they fully function if they're new into a league start PoB, as it's going to cause a lot of trouble and issues for you as a content creator, right? The item could have been, you know, like 100 divine per because they could have like changed the rarity of it and none of us would have known. So I always like to wait, right? But with that being said, I'm probably not going to just like push a random update to the PoB. I might, but it's unlikely, and it helps such few people, like, so it doesn't really accomplish much, right? What I rather do is, like I said, put out a website FAQ because that's much easier for me to edit, and I'd rather make videos talking about progression because that, you know, you can literally hear my thoughts on the item itself, and for players who want to engage in that content, they are free to. What is your take on Foulborn Cloak of Flame? Yeah, it's bad. Don't use any Foulborn cloaks. How you doing, Gideon? Problems like people asking about it all the time. Well, yeah, if I had Foulborn Cloak in the guide, sorry, if I had Nebulus in the PoB, right, and the PoB doesn't load Nebulus, which it hasn't been loading yet, like it just errors out, then like it just wouldn't be accurate, sadly. What is the current PoB of this building? Of this building? I don't think I have a PoB for my house layout. I could try to find it for you. If you want this character, you can just look in the YouTube description, copy the profile, and import it. That long. 27 months. That is a while, yeah. Oh, shit. I think my deli ran out. Free. Would you say one div is too much to spend on a Shaper Shield since I'm going to be switching to the block face build? Oh, I craft all my gear and don't pay attention to the market. You can go do the math if you'd like. Shaper Exalt plus shield base and or shield base. Probably 10 to 15 pristine life fossils on average to hit. Maybe even a little less. None of the new bloodlines are really worth it for RF, so haven't really gotten to play around with anything. What arms are best arms for RF? Go to my website FAQ and search the graphs and you'll find them. Maybe oversummon Skitterbot wasn't quite right. I was following PoB but found Arctic plus Purity of Fire to be slottable over Purity of Elements. If you want to do that, you absolutely can. I will not change the PoB because I think that new players should be running Purity of Elements based off of like how I've seen people play. I myself don't even follow my own PoB. I run Malevolent Skitterbot, Flesh and Stone through the campaign. I just run Purity of Elements until normal lab, and then I drop Purity of Elements once I'm res cap.
Let's get it done. Cover me.
If you read the POB for when you're going 6 life mastery, it will explain why you want to do this. Also, if you just read the life masteries, you're going to notice that there is a specific life mastery that states the following: 10% more maximum life if you have at least 6 life masteries allocated. If you count the life masteries, there's a total of 6. Meaning if you want to hit that 10% multiplier, you have to take all 6. Even if they're not all useful to you, it's still a multiplier to life.
I refuse to die.
How do you like the league? Pretty fun. A little too fast for me maybe, but to be fair, everything in Softcore Trade League is fast anyway. Seems like a great league for SSF, so that's where we're going to be headed soon. Music's been on for a while. It's just quiet right now. I'm really tired. I don't want to blast music.
Annihilation.
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
Appreciate the 6 months, man. Also, English only, buddy. We played with the new ring bases. Not worth it at all. They're okay for progression, but I would rather have Chaos Res. I would rather have Chaos Res when I'm progressing, and when I'm min-maxing, you're definitely going to run like a Cogwork or a Helical. It's too much like stats to give up. Is your current build available on the website? I put my current characters really on the website. I'd rather just people just import my character. My profile has always been public. You can just use the profile, see the character string, and you can just go yoink it. You can go search it on PoE Ninja. There's a lot of different ways to go about it.
You did it.
Check in with me when you have a moment.
When I stop and I go play SSF, that's usually when I go and upload my character to the website. Is it better for you if we watch on Twitch or YouTube? I don't really know. I say you just watch wherever you want, personally. There's more commands set up on Twitch than YouTube.
I welcome you.
Okay.
She will soon bear.
Is there a world where we get 20 divines? Is there a world where we get a divine? Like one singular? One singular divine? Just one? Maybe one?
She is pleased.
Foulborn Exalt. Okay, that's basically a divine, kind of, but not really. What womb graft are you focusing now at late game? All my graphs are shown on the website. If you're talking about what am I doing with the tree, I have no idea. I think my unique thing is set up for Mage Blood. Yeah, this is set up for Mage Blood. Whether or not that's actually going to drop is, that's a different story. But my actual graphs are on the website.
Yes, just like that.
Free.
Keep your eyes sharp.
Does Detonate Dead plus Desecrate work with the RF Chieftain build? It's not going to do anything. Is there a reason you want to run it?
Long day.
You're gonna use like a 2-button combo to do less damage than Fire Trap. No, just a general rule of thumb. There is no spell in the entire game that competes with Fire Trap for this build. So you are free to experiment with pretty much whatever you want, but just know at the end of the day, Fire Trap is the winner. Is RF corrupted 21 4C? It doesn't do anything, so probably. You care about quality on RF. Quality is the #1 most important thing. Otherwise, the only reason you'd want a higher level RF is if you're hitting a breakpoint. I don't remember what breakpoints give 1% more spell damage, but every 4 levels should be a radius breakpoint. What are you doing, Tomato? It has 0 quality. Yeah, that's bad. Delete it now. Get rid of it. Thanks for the gifted friend. It feels like a Monday for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's the RF questions. I think it might be. They put me to sleep. Weird. It's actually really weird. No one is doing contracts. I have never been a heister. I couldn't really comment. I found on rings you can craft increased fire and lightning damage. I think that has always been a thing. I know there's a hybrid craft you can do that's like 2 damage types for flat damage. Tuesday is a holiday. It is? What is Tuesday? Veterans Day. Oh shit. I'm 81 to 90 in PoB. I need life tap for aura swaps. No, you need to follow the PoB exactly 1 for 1. Do not put random stuff in or it's gonna brick your build. Take your time, look over the path of building, confirm that you have gems in similar slots. Make sure you're not putting random support gems on your auras. Take a second look, take a third look, just pay attention, you're gonna find what you did wrong. You can do it.
They are out to get you.
I cannot do this yet.
It's just a bunch of new players, mainly, Stan. That's what it comes down to. Is a bunch of people are really new to Path of Exile, and I basically have to do the heavy lifting of like game knowledge and the build for them at the same time, right? Because a lot of new players, they don't even understand how to ask their question. It's not their fault, right? They just don't know, right? Bandits kill Creighton. That's not what my POB says. It says you can help Creighton for movement speed. That's what I do, or you can kill them all. So I guess you're partially correct. It's overwhelming for a new player. It is. But I would like to argue on my side that every league I intentionally refine my POV more and more and more. And I can tell when a new player is trying and when a new player is just impatient and wants an answer. There's a very, very obvious way of communication that goes by, right? Because I also know people who are new who don't ask any questions at all, right? The only time they ask a new question is when they're genuinely confused, and that's usually when they get to the crafting, because the POB notes does pretty much cover, like, literally everything, right? The few things that I've seen people get confused on is when you switch to fire trap, I, like, need to pull up the line with combustion, because they're like, why am I rolling a blue when the POB says green? And I know because those are the players who are, like, reading everything. And then when it comes to crafting, because crafting always has exceptions. There's, like, always exceptions, and it's impossible to put exceptions in, like, a crafting guide because it's inevitable, right? You can't be like, so when you use the alchemy orb to make it rare, if you hit these following modifiers, you're done, right? Because that's, like, a scenario that doesn't occur very often, but it does occur, right? So for those instances, it's difficult to, you know, it's difficult to have, like, a website explain everything. And I completely get where people are, like, asking when it comes to crafting. How's the gluten-free diet going? It's going well, but I really don't think that it, like, is affecting me. Yesterday, the psoriasis itching was so bad, I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, went into the bathroom, and just scratched my legs for literally 5 minutes. Like, I just couldn't, like, not do it. I literally woke up out of my sleep at 2 a.m. to scratch myself, so. But I did get my steroid cream finally. They finally had it at a pharmacy, so we'll see if that's gonna help me at all. Hopefully it does.
You've had a sale, Exile.
That sucks. Yeah, it really does. I think I got, like, a little bit too hot at night, and the psoriasis just said, fuck you. Said, I'm done, bro. It's time to scratch. Sounds annoying. I wish it was just annoying. It's a lot more than annoying. A lot more.
How's the...
I've had itching so bad I wanted to take a cheese grater or sander to it. It's pretty bad. The crazy part is, like, it doesn't even look like it's bad on my legs until it starts to flare up, and then, like, then it shows its true colors. You know what type of psoriasis you have? Yeah, I have sebopsoriasis, is what they said. It's like an overlap of seborrheic dermatitis and psoriasis, I believe. Got a mirror shard drop from Heart. Oh, nice job. That sounds like more than enough for Maven for me. I'm not good at remembering, like, tooltips, but if you have an Elder Helm, you can do Maven. Especially if you have Elder Helm and Shaper Shield. If you can't do her, it's unfortunately a skill check. Don't feel bad. Like, 92.8% of people who play this game get skill checked, so... All different types in my life. I have seborrheic derm and plantar psoriasis, and they both require completely different methods of attack. Yeah, I mean, so I went to my my dermatologist because it got so bad it was covering, like, not most of my body, but I couldn't function anymore. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sit still for like 30 seconds without having to scratch. I couldn't use the restroom without something happening, so it was too much. So I went to the dermatologist. They diagnosed me there. Didn't do, like, blood work or anything. They just, you know, diagnosed me there. Gave me a shot. They said either you can go on pills or you can take a shot. So I went with the shot, and everything started to clear up. And about 2 months later, we're like 3 months now, so about a month ago, I started getting like some stuff popping up again. So I went back to them, and they said that based off of what is happening, you may have a gluten intolerance based off of these flare-ups. So they recommend I go gluten-free. And then I said, ha! That's not fucking happening. And then the shit just got so bad again, even though it's not covering, like, it's not as obvious looking as it was before now, but the intensity of the itching is worse than it's ever been whenever it starts, right? It's always at night. It never really happens other than nighttime. But I just recently got my steroid cream. I didn't have my steroid cream before because they didn't have it. So now I'm trying out my steroid cream, and hopefully the steroid cream can, like, calm it down, and then I would only have to use it when it flares up again. What else? I'm on the medication called Otezla. Don't know if it's doing anything. And that's about it. Just change your sleep schedule. Oh yeah, sure. What about T17? The bosses will probably take an incredibly long time to kill at that damage, but the map should not be a problem to clear. Heard about Stellara? I've seen a lot of stuff online, but I've never, like, looked at anything. I don't have insurance, so I just, you know, honestly, like, I barely even leave my house, so going to the dermatologist was, like, the first thing I did in a while that, you know, like, relating to my health, I guess you could say. So that's kind of where I started, and if things get worse, I'll see where they recommend me to go or recommend me to do. PoE gamer steps outside his house. Yeah. Well, I also don't go outside for other reasons, like, I don't mind going outside, but I cannot stand bugs, and bugs are obsessed with me. Obsessed. Like, no cap. Like, obsessed. Roaches, like palmetto bugs flying into my face, flying into my hair, like, mosquitoes biting me. Like, no, dude. Not for me. It was so bad at the other place, when we still had the dogs. I remember I would open the door to let them go outside to poop, and I would get bit by a mosquito in the 4-second frame of me opening a door, the dog going outside, and me closing it. A mosquito would jump on my arm and bite me. I'm like, seriously? Like, I'm in the house. What the heck is this? What the heck? The last one they gave me for my scalp was apparently so strong I can eat off layers of your scalp. I'm sorry to hear you going through all this. So my scalp is, my scalp's much better now. Like, I went originally because my scalp was awful. Again, it was, I mean, it was scalp, cheek, chin, right cheek, my left ear, my right ear, inside the ear, behind the ear, like all behind the ear, in the, like, earlobe here, my chest, my back, my right hand, specifically like this L right here on the finger, all across the back. You can actually kind of see on the knuckle here. See how it's like a lot darker than like this one. What is it? The inside of my belly button, my right foot, and then a few areas that we don't need to talk about because, yeah. Some places I didn't even know it could appear. So, yep. So that's why I went, and literally, like, everything cleared up. Like, everything cleared up. Everything. Except, now I have new flare-ups in different places. And the new ones, I basically have a rash that goes from my ankles all the way up to my inner thigh on my right foot and my left foot. But it doesn't, you can't really see the rash. You can't see the rash until it's, like, until it starts flaring up, which is like the psoriasis flare-up, right? Which is usually at night. Inside the belly button seems annoying as shit. Yeah, the inside the belly button was terrible. What is funny is that I also have psoriasis and bugs are obsessed with me. I wonder if there's a connection. I really do wonder. My girlfriend always asks me, she's like, can you come outside? I'm like, why? She's like, I'm getting bit by mosquitoes and I never get bit when you're here. Like, that's because they're biting me. Can't take the endurance charge one. Have to go back and do that. Getting close to 90 notes suggest switching to Cloak of Flame at 90. Given I have only one div, is it worth spending that on a 6-link? It's kind of up to you. If you would like to just go with a 4-link cloak but lose a lot of damage, you can do that too. Do note that it is life-changing when you get a Cloak of Flame and set up block-based. So the order of priority you want to do it is kind of entirely up to you. She wants you to be the Shaper Shield versus the bugs. The Shaper Shield. Cloak of Flame is very big survivability, but going block-based is extremely high survivability, and they kind of go together. So it's kind of like up to you there. But going block-based is pretty massive. Get the shield and go block-based first. There you go. That's a tip from someone else. My problem is that it's so hard for me to give advice here because making like a divine is very, very easy for me. Don't take that the wrong way. So like for me, the order of priority is just get it. They're cheap, right? Did you vault the +2 socket AoE? On the boots, yeah, I vaulted like 5 of them and then this one hit, and this one is unethically expensive, surely.
You've had a sail, Exile.
This is your first season. Gotcha. You can try Harvest. Harvest makes a lot of currency. You don't really have to do anything either. You just kill mobs and then sell the life force. Although you'll be pretty squishy, I imagine, at your current gear set for Harvest. Let's see this. Wait, where's Oh, it's in Delhi, that's why. 8 simulacrums. Where's Sim's going for?
What have you got?
Like 35? Oh, that was 40 still. Hunter shields are expensive. Have you tried, like, alt? Is it alt spamming for one? I'm not sure the best way to get that. Nice job. Good cog work. How do you get a chance to get onslaught on kill on boots? I don't know. They change this stuff every league, so you can try searching it on the bench. It's not going to tell us where we got it from because we already have it. It's just from one of the map bosses. I'm doing something wrong. I followed the build at 91, have a 5-link cloak, 5% recover on shield, went block based, don't have Arc Demon Helm with... Wait, oh, have Arc Demon Helm with 16 and 20, yet tanky does not come into it. I seem to get mauled and health is being deleted. Look at your character compared to the level 90 character in the PoB. Do you have the same life? Do you have similar life regen? Do you have similar max res? Are you paying attention to the map modifiers that you're rolling on your maps? Because it doesn't matter what build you play, if you roll map mods that counter you, you're going to get deleted with every build in the game. You could have a basically invulnerable character and then run the wrong map mods and then die. Is this viable for 100 Delhi map farming? Probably not. 100 Delhi is crazy DR. RF is the highest on damage. I can do like 80 Delhi, but I can't go at walking pace. I gotta like stop and kill the mobs. Do you actually have recover life on block and not recover mana or recover ES? A lot of new players ignore map mods. Yeah, I suspect map mod issues probably like 30% of all player death issues, and they don't realize it. Or alters as well. Alters is a big thing. Is Blight decent / good to make money? Selling oils early league's pretty good. I don't know how it is now. I don't know what people are making money off of on Blight. I don't know if it's selling Blight mod or Blight maps. I'm not sure. Say way more than 30%. Could be way more than 30%, yeah. For sure. You were in blood stands. Oh no. Is there a point to King's March in Keepers? Yeah, it's good income. Good muns. It's for recombinating. Like, King's March is very good. How you doing, Swipe? What's good? I found out the answer. It's not map boss for onslaught on kill on boots. You need to hit at least once of the veiled chaos orb. Your answer is not fully complete. I would put that on the website. I mean, I'm 99% sure that you can come to the bench, type in something regarding onslaught, and you can look right here. If you want the higher tier, then you use a veiled chaos or you unveil, but you can just craft this. Gonna start SF after the loot patch? I would, but no, I'm just gonna like play SSF. I'm like pretty bored of Trade League right now. I feel like I'm very limited with what is enjoyable for me right now. Like, crafting is kind of fun, but I don't really know. Like, in-game T17 maps, I don't know, they're kind of like whatever. I have more fun farming them in SSF because it feels like it's less about currency and more about like account progression, right? I don't have it at all. It doesn't show on the undiscovered. It's somewhere there, I promise, man. It's there somewhere. Just don't know where. But I'm not going to make a question for that on the FAQ because then I would have to put every single, like, craft that we use on there, and that's very annoying to find out. Yeah, it's just annoying. And then I'd have to make sure it's updated every league, so. Is there a way to improve the build even more, or is it done? Yeah, it never ends. Like, builds in PoE can keep scaling. I could get a Mage Blood, redo half my gear, craft this on a Helical, get a way better amulet, get a way better helmet. I could get better everything. Except for these boots. These boots are kind of set in stone. These boots are probably not moving. The only way I'd replace them is if I recrafted a +2 amulet, and then I don't need the +2 AoE, and then maybe I move on to like a max life corruption or something, but yeah. Is getting 30 res efficiency on a shield with 5 life on block RNG? No, you just awaken or orb 2 together and it's guaranteed. You can see it on the shield in the POV itself. So I'll give you an example. If you open the POV and you grab the website link and you go to import like this, and then you go here and you go to this loadout, because this is where you'll have the shield. You look at the shield, it tells you the best way to make this shield would be recombinating or awaken or orbing. You have a regex. No. To build a regex is very easy. You just come to the website, pox.net, hit the FAQ, type in map. What map mod should I avoid? Here's a TLDR. Here's a direct link to PoE re, so you can make a regex. how bad this is. I think it pulls me down like 5 max res. Yeah, it does.
Everything you
Does Ruby Plasma fix that?
made
I don't know what unique farm strat means. Rog Exile farm? Rog Exile? You want to farm Expedition? You got me a little stumped. Rogue Exiles. Oh. There's probably better builds for farming Rogue Exiles. They're not too juiced up, it works. Hey, how can I buy one-on-one talk with you about personal coaching? I don't do personal coaching, sorry. Just be like everyone else. If you got a problem, ask a question. I got a whole website. No Build offers a whole website to troubleshoot. We got an entire Discord for RF. We got a whole global chat for RF. We got an RF help hotline. You ever do group play? I do group play for fun, not group play for efficiency. So like, I already did a little bit of group play with Farmer this league, for example. What are the workers doing King's March? Well, even if you assign them, if they don't have a task, they're not going to do anything. So when you get ore from mapping, they will mine it. You put them in the other spot, they'll like smith it, or whatever, they'll refine it. If you put the farmers, which is what most people do, they generate crops over time that you can ship later. Did you go swimming today? No, but I need to at some point.
Check in with
Rats
me
on your
when you
mage
have a
blood?
moment.
Search it on the FAQ. Could try gambling and mage blood with these ancient orbs, actually. Not many, but... What do you mean by density scarabs? Any scarab that adds mobs. Example, Domination, Elder Scarab, Shaper Scarab, Scarab of Hordes, Scarab of Monstrous Lineage, whatever you can find that's cheap. Looks pretty good.
They are watching you from beyond.
I saw, man. You just gotta be patient.
Can you feel
I'm getting a lot of questions. If you want me to answer them, you just gotta be patient. Assuming you're the person who just messaged me in game. Unless you're a different person also asking about an opal, which would be kind of funny. Oh, I'm just doing some influence alters. I didn't send anything. Oh. Okay, someone literally whispered me an opal ring. I thought this was you. That's funny. Sorry. My bad. That sounds pretty good. Good start for an opal ring. Vader is way too yucky of a map for this strat. I don't think I'm gonna get this one. I have to go like all the way this way. Oh, actually I will. No, I will. And then right here there should be a big one. Wait, it didn't even reach here? There we go.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
That's crazy rare for 3/4. That's like ridiculously rare. A Skitterbot's just a better Stone Golem. Skitterbots and Stone Golem have no like affiliation. Skitterbot provides you a trap and mine damage multiplier, which is good for fire trap. And they also provide shock, which is a global damage multiplier. And then they provide chill. And the reason chill is good is it just slows monsters down. A lot of good things for a small reservation. So Stygian Belt Guide is preferred for Cogwork build. Cogworks build? I don't know what you're saying. I was asking some strange stuff today, not gonna lie. Have you seen Foulborn Barracks? It's bad for RF Chieftain. I heard people are liking it with RFLE, but RFLE is well, you know my thoughts on RFLE. Not much else to say.
Check in with me when you have a moment.
Is Foulborn Wrathbith Globe any good? If you want to delete your survivability to get some damage, sure. But it's got some diminishing returns with Nebulus since they both scale increase. Burning T1 life regen, 20 conk, 20. That's pretty good though. Can that replace Oriats? Without me actually using them, I don't know. But it doesn't have Ignite, so I feel like Oriat's going to be better, but without actually playing them and trying them, it's hard to answer. I feel like Oriat's is going to be better. Is your right ring Mirror Tier? No, it's T2 Fire, T2 Chaos. There's no way. Even if they were double T1, I don't think it would be Mirror Tier, so. I just tried Warframe. PoE got competition on just leaving the players to figure it out on their own. Played a bit of Warframe back in the day. It was pretty fun. Just lack of reason to grind, I think, was my problem with Warframe. This is BIS. I think a Helical would probably be better than a Cogwork. Maybe? Brain fart? Not sure. I don't really play the builds past this budget, so it's hard to say. I mean, you're definitely using it, like, you're not replacing this till after Mage Blood gearing, if that makes it better for you, probably. Like, this ring would go very long. What is the easiest T17 boss to kill? I feel like Katarina is, like, the longest, but also the most manageable. I want to say I either do Katarina or the A-Bomb one. I forgot what, yeah. Katarina or Dodre is usually what I do. But for a lot of people, the Fortress boss is the easiest. Because the Fortress boss has like the least amount of shit going on. So maybe you just want to do the Fortress boss. Not sure. Those three in general would be the easiest though. Fortress boss mechanics are like kind of harder to dodge. Katarina and the other one are like a lot more obvious to dodge. Are you enjoying the league? I'm having fun. I'm just kind of, I think, bored right now with my character. Waiting for next week we go SSF. Got a random div drop, so I bought a perfectly rolled cloak. Probably not the best thing to spend your currency on, but if it makes you happy, go for it. Typically, like, overpaying for a perfect item when you're just getting a little bit of resin stuff is... I don't know, not the best. Why are you waiting till next week for SF? Because I'm tired today, and I don't really want to do it tomorrow because I don't stream on Sundays, so it'd be weird for me to, like, restart tomorrow and then not even play the next day, so I just think it's just cleaner to do it on the next week. Did you attempt Ubers? No, I never really recommend my build for Ubers and don't really get any joy for killing them, so there's not really a reason for me to fight them. Yeah, I saw that one. That one's kind of funny. So many buffs. I don't play much OSRS anymore. I used to play it a lot. Then time kind of kicked in and I haven't really played it much. I know Sailing's coming out soon. I'll save the OSRS rebuild for when I go through my midlife crisis, no problem. Easy clap. I haven't looked at Sailing at all, so no idea. Haven't checked a single thing out about it. Give me a minute.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Yo, thanks to the gifted friend. They're removing the pay-to-win store from RS3. I never played RS3. Never played it at all. Ugh. Okay, I need to BRB really fast.
I've got some wealth for you.
You understand Mage Blood now. Good job. Very strong. Very strong. Yeah, what item level belt do we need for Mage Blood again? $75? Okay. Again, she just went from under the couch to like she's trying to get in the closet, but I have it closed, so she's just hiding in like the curtain. She's like literally right there. I mean, anything above 75 is fine, no? Messing with any Warcraft 3 customs? No, I've just been pretty much PoEing mostly. Let's see.
God Slayer, good day.
Book of Flame, best place to farm. That's not a thing in PoE. If you're in SSF, you can try to gamble it with new characters, but for the most part, that's not a thing in PoE.
Business.
If you want more info, you can see it on my wiki.
Price.
Nice, Cyclops. Appreciate it, dude. Appreciate that. Happy to hear. Alright, here we go. It's time for a Mage Blood, boys. I don't really like... Let me get one more. I'll just do this, actually. Yeah, this is better. There's no way we got one with this few, but it would be crazy if we did. To be fair, I do this every league at the end. I liquidate my Ancient Orbs. So, surely, this league, we actually hit it, right? Because, you know, it takes all of the RNG from the previous leagues and it adds it together, you know? Right? That's how it works, no? Your Ancient Orb gambling? I mean, I farmed all these myself, so it's like less of a gamble for me. But yeah, same thing. I did get Headhunter once, you're not wrong, yeah. I'm really tired today, though. There's no shot we roll over a Mage Blood, right? That's not possible. This is what we call foreshadowing. What, rolling over the Mage Blood? Sunblast. Only 100 of those listed. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while either.
The dreamer welcomes you.
You know how to get the latest POB, man. You can use the profile command, and you can just import that character. You can look on the left, use the gear widget, import that character. You can search my name on PoE Ninja. A lot of different ways to get it. This belt is so weird looking. If you're new to PoE, it's best you stick with the guide, but if you want to look at my character for inspiration, you are welcome to. You just often get people who start to neglect the guide because they want to copy me and they sabotage their characters, so just don't fall into that trap. What gives you 2 graphs? Killing one of the bosses. What's Immortal Ambition? Okay. Kind of a cool belt, though. You just gotta always be in combat. Means you get ripped on boss phases. Oh. What is the tech with unbound ailments on the boots? There is no tech. What part is confusing you? Have you seen this one? 50% of chaos damage taken, recouped as life, recouped energy instead of life. The double? That's kind of cool. Using unbound ailments on Skitterbot is like a golden standard. Very strong. Can you show me your Pantheon? If you use the Pantheon command, or type in Pantheon in the FAQ, it'll explain. You didn't see the skitter. Oh, okay. Uber Elder's always been a Void Stone boss, and he's not a real Uber. He's just named Uber Elder by the community. Nothing.
She will soon bear fruit. She is pleased.
Any fun farming method for new players? Isn't everything fun for you because you haven't done it before because it's new? I don't have like a good answer. Just curious more than anything.
I've got some wealth for you. Oh.
Thanks. Warm nights.
Why is Life Force so cheap? Complete hypothesis. I don't know if this is true, but I imagine a lot of people are not crafting like mid-tier gear because the tree is just giving it to them. I don't know if that has any correlation. It kind of makes sense to me, but not sure. I would save Ancient Wombs for an update. I mean, I'm gonna be an SSF already by that point, so.
You can never die. Why don't you test it?
Nebulus is your res from 75 to 90. SFS. SSF. Solo cell phone. Where we're gonna rebuild an RF chieftain from level 1. Push to 100. Get some nice gear. And then probably fund another character. I don't know what I want the second character to be yet. Still want to make a Wander, but I don't think Wander is the ideal bosser, so we'll have to see. Yeah, I'll have to see what it is. Maybe I just play like Bone Shatter or something, to be honest. I've been wanting to play Bone Shatter for a while. Maybe it's time we play Bone Shatter. Why do we go with Mamba? I don't remember, because we got sabotaged by something. Like, we stopped playing because something came out. I don't remember what came out. Seriously? The one time I'm not running a full ritual and you give me fucking ha ha ha? That's toxic. The ha 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 is gonna guarantee that I get an audience with the king. I thought it did. Just gotta go get another one. Interested in trying Righteous Fridge. Haven't really looked at it enough to see if I'd be interested in it, to be honest. I'm pretty picky about my, like, walking simulator builds as well, so... Is Ritual better than Harvey? Harvey Beyond is extremely consistent currency. I don't know what's better than it right now, outside of maybe, like... And again, don't know, because I don't play these strats, but... Containment Scarab farming, what's, stack deck farming, maybe harvest farming? Not really sure. What I'm doing right now is quite literally just something random. That's really about it. Doing something random because I farmed Harvey Beyond to 100 already.
Cover me.
What MTX is in this? Isn't there only one blue MTX? It's the Harbinger one.
Let's see you get through this.
I can flash Transcendence for you if you'd like.
Not now.
Made a YouTube video covering my Genesis tree a while ago. General TLDR, Genesis tree should kind of be based on what you want to farm. That's really about it.
I won't fail.
Genesis tree is 100% free to respec. So I recommend you kind of play around with like trying to see what you want to do, because it's completely free.
I'll have to stay behind. You must escape.
This way. You can go look at my YouTube video. Like I said, I've made a video on like how I kind of started doing stuff with my my strat. Harvey Scarabs are so expensive now. I like when no one did it. Yeah, Harvey always climbs up in price, to be honest. Every league. I think they're still... Well, I haven't looked at the prices since yesterday, but they're still probably cheap compared to what they normally are. Regency goes up to like 13C sometimes in leagues. Warhorde like 10. Maybe more. 10 to 15. When the baby scarabs for Harvey are like 3+C, that's when it gets a little question mark. Oh yeah, this thing here. How much are these? Oh, they're only 55C. Damn, thought there were more. Is it safe to try to play hardcore trade? Well, I mean, it's safe, but if you die, you're dead.
Check in with me when you have a moment.
Is this good enough? T2, T1, T2, T2, no recovery. Up to you. Could probably sell it if you don't like how it is. Hardcore isn't bad this league. You just die, you get put into SC version. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it's the same thing. I understand it's not the same for other people. Like, if I want to play hardcore, if my character dies, like, I'm not playing it anymore, right? But that's me. I think I'll look at Foulborn, Tollborn. Oh, this is 1C. Okay.
Here for a deal?
I've had bad luck with Harb, ran over 200 maps with a mechanic, and had exactly enough, one fracturing shard to make one orb. Yeah, but you still mega profit off of everything else, I'm gonna be honest. Just between all the gumball you pick up, it's so good. Oh yeah, okay, that's going, yeah, they're going up in price for sure. Will to begin SSF as hardcore? I have no interest in playing hardcore now. Oh. I played HC like way back in the day, and I have like 2 level 100s, but I don't want to play hardcore anymore. It's not for me. Do you have any guide or advice or creator to look up for League Star SRS? No idea.
I've got some wealth for you.
Okay, hold on. I need to use the restroom. My stomach's hurting, so Back in a few minutes. Oh, Tommy. Try crafting maybe a new Elder Helm. Or Shaper Elder Helm, I guess. New Archdemon Crown. See what we got. Do I have any bases? No. Okay. Go buy some. Like no fracture. Seems good.
Could do worse, Exile.
We've made a trade.
Godslayer. Got my eye on you.
I have been eyeing the 2-div helm in your shop.
Oh,
This one here?
we'll
There you
find
go.
a buyer eventually.
Let's see. Elders Exalt. Looking at the guide and couldn't find it. I just got to the bound rune graph and can't find what mastery. It does not matter where it goes, it just has to go into mastery. So, because I'm not using this mastery, I put it here. You could put it here. You could put it here. How do you craft your gloves? Get Life Fracture, spam Chaos Essence until you hit desired suffix, and then suffixes cannot be changed with Wild Bristle Matron, Veiled Chaos. What do you press to get more info on item? Hold Alt. So we need one of these. I need one of these. And I need some of that. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. I also need dominance orbs. I imagine are much more expensive now. 1.25. 1.25 would be 5 for 4. Right? That would be 5 for 4. Yeah.
Business. What have you got? What are we shipping?
Okay, 5 for 4 it is.
I
All right.
should raise my fees.
So, step 1, we are going to make this elder. Step 2, we are gonna fish for level 20 burning damage with an extra affix. I guess if we hit a conch burn helm, we can sell it, but we're looking for 20 burn with another affix. What are the price of exalts? 10? Maybe I get a null. Wait, it has mana. Oh, I didn't even notice it had mana. Okay. So that percent mana right there is actually able to be elevated. That's the elder. So this is ready to be elevated. That was fast. All right, next up, it's time for a Shaper Helm. Let's see. Can you fuck off? I'm not used to using this. Shaper Influence? Is that a thing? No? Okay, I'm just gonna go use the website. I don't know how to use this thing. What does elevated mean? If you look at my current helm, see how they're 25? It's a stat filter. I just tried it. Okay, was I in trade? Okay, I was in trade filter then, right? Is that why? Shaper influence on any helmet. I don't even know the item level. Oh, wait a minute. Armor filter. Docket, wait. Item category. See, it's just because I'm used to, like, muscle memory, so when I don't see everything the way I'm used to, my brain, like, melts. Helmet. PoE DB mods. I just need level 80. As long as it's level 80, we can hit level 20 trap and mine damage. So, item level 80. Okay. 86. Can I have 80 minimum? Would be better.
Could do worse, exile. I've got some wealth for you.
Okay. Now this is going to be kind of annoying because now we're looking for level 20 trap and mine damage on this helmet. This part is a fucking doozy, not gonna lie. The goal here is every time we hit a prefix, we use the new system. Oh, that's 16, unfortunately not good enough, so. Every time we get a prefix, we augment for a suffix. There's no reason to augment for a prefix, because it is only AoE. Or sorry, it is only suffix. It's PoE 1 again. I don't know what it's PoE 1 again means. Are you one of the PoE 2 players who doesn't know anything about PoE 1? If so, every 4 months, PoE 2 will get updated, and every 4 months, PoE 1 will get updated. So whenever there's a big PoE 1 patch, expect a lot of people to be playing PoE 1 and not PoE 2. And then vice versa, right? Is that Replica Nebulus? No, it's regular Nebulus. I like them both. I try to avoid the best questions because it just creates arguments, and I'm not really interested in that. Nebulus is extremely strong, even compared to endgame weapons. If you want more info, just peep my wiki. What's the new alt spam tech? If you hold alt, it puts the augment. Dropping mind damage. Why do you do this? Why do you do this? Breach. Holy, a clip from 2017. There's no way that that still works. Where can I find your tree? It's kind of random. There's just a whole bunch of shit allocated. You can go on my YouTube if you want to go see more info. Tree gets constantly changed around based off of what I want to do, so providing a screenshot does not, unfortunately, really do justice. Why not use the new unique shield? You talking about Wrathpith? I don't really want to drop all my survivability for like 20% more damage or something, if it even gives me that much. Would you recommend Harvest or Fossils for Shieldcraft? I don't know the price of Fossils. Probably going to be like 10 or so to hit the shield. So you can use that like logic to see what's more expensive for you. I am very bad at economy questions because I don't really pay attention and just kind of do what I want. So I'm really not the best when it comes to that type of question. And I used around 50. I refuse to believe that you used 50 pristine life fossils for a shield. I've crafted like 25 of them, and the most I think it was 15. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Could always happen. It could. I just think a lot of people exaggerate. To get both. Why are you fossil spamming to get both? Nowhere in my guide does it say to do that. Comes down to what you settle for. Yes, I mean, every single shield that hits is usable. Every single one. If you don't like the shield, you can save it for Awaken or Orbing, or you can sell it. I got in trouble? You didn't get in trouble, it's just this is like new player sabotage, right? This is like when I tell people to do one thing and they just go do the other and then they say, it didn't take 5, it took 15. And then I'm like, but the math literally doesn't add up. And then you say because of this. And I'm like, okay, well, unfortunately that's not it. You know, that's not what's recommended, right? So. I'll take a break from this. To show how easy this is. I do need... Oh, I have Shaper Exalt. Okay. So, let's talk about how simple this is. Ready? So I'm gonna grab a shield, right? So here's a shield. It's now Shaper, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4. We hit life on block. If you don't like this shield, then you save it to Awakener Orb, right? So now we can just put this to the side. And I can go grab another shield. What are your Nebulus implicits? Looking to figure out what would be the most to elevate my damage. Mine is increased damage. Dot multi would be the best. We just look at modifiers. We're going to look at shield. Did I click quiver? No, I click shield, yeah. Where did I click? Shield. Now we are looking at Hunter. So Hunter, we want gem reservation. We need 80. So gem reservation, I think, is tagless, which means I think we just have to alteration it. So do this. Clear my filter. Search for Hunter influence. Item level 80 would be ideal on a shield. Here is 5. Oh, these are all unique items. Okay, here's one for 10C. I wonder why these are a divine. That's weird. About 80 to 85. 82. Dot multi or fire multi. Whatever number is higher. Here's one for 10C. That's crazy that Hunter shields are worth 10C. So now I'm going to grab this guy's Hunter shield like this. And now we are going to alt roll for 30% gem reservation. And this is a suffix. So literally the same exact thing we were doing. Okay, I somehow already hit it. So there's 30% gem reservation. Now we have 30% gem reservation clean. There is no other special hunter mod. And then on this shield, there is nothing except for life on block. So now we take the Awakener Orb and we click this onto you. And now we have a Now we have a 3% life on block gem reservation with chill. But our prefixes are bad. So to fix prefixes, we do Wild Bristol Matron. We just want to make sure that our suffixes are filled. Since the suffixes there are filled, we are going to do Matron like this.
The first ones are watching survival. Don't disappoint them. I cannot do this here. You are truly a survivor.
Okay. Now I'm going to go and hit it with Reforged Life, and I'd hope to get a decent life roll. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. We hit T4 life. That's beautiful. Now I'm going to craft armor like this. And then we can hit it with a Foulborn Exalt. I'm just going to use a regular Exalt because my homie,
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games.
he treats us right. So now we hit 8 spell block. And if I wanted to divine it, I could divine it. But I'm just going to leave it as is. Can we get this little guide as a video on the website? I mean, I'll provide a crafting guide for it in written form, and if I have a YouTube video for it, then I can have a YouTube guide attached, but that's extra, so... And this here is going to now sell for... We do 140 life, life on block, gem reservation. A minimum of 4 divine. We did not spend anywhere near 4 divine. What is the beast for? The beast is a cheaper... Suffixes cannot be changed. Wild Bristol Matron, if you have full suffixes, will provide suffixes cannot be changed because it's a prefix. So then you can use that to try to clean the prefixes to get that life roll. It's not guaranteed. There's always a gamble. Like, there's always a gamble, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? I think you have how to do it in the item section in the POB. I do, yes. It's cleaner to have the information all in one spot, but unfortunately, you know, nothing in PoE is perfect, and you hear me say this a lot, but we're always rushed for time. So when we look at this right here now, if we go to the item in this setup right here, percent life on block, right, plus mana reservation. You shape or exalt your base, we did that. You reforge life for percent life on block, or you can do fossil, that both work, right? Buy hunter donor shield. We bought a hunter shield, and then we alt rolled it. And then we awaken our orb on top. I can't really put the Wild Bristol Matron because there'd be like another paragraph of text on there. That's kind of something that once you use Wild Bristol Matron on one item, you will start to figure out that you can apply it to many different items, right? For example, I did Wild Bristol Matron on Helical, Wild Bristol Matron on Pinnacle Tower Shield, Wild Bristol Matron on Archdemon, Wild Bristol Matron on Leviathan Gauntlets. It applies to everything, basically. Is 2020 Burn Restoration decent enough? I like Conk Burn. I would just sell that if you're able to sell it, because the affixes are good.
Hello, hello, hello.
Now do Helmet. I'm actually working on the helmet right now. I need these dominance orbs to go through. You can see here I have a level 20 burning helm and the mono roll, so that's elevatable, but I have to get the dominance orbs. Where's the written part of the shield craft? I just showed it. It's in the POB if you look at the shield. Thought I just pulled the POB. Oh, it's right here, look. I'm sure you've made these videos before. It'd be nice to make an overview video of your gear with a short guide on how to craft them. Pretty sure like almost every single one of my like update guides I do talks about this, no? Like, have you looked at any of my update guides for this league that I put on YouTube? How do you get your damage so high? You just gotta follow the gearing. Nebulus is very good. Awakened gems are very good. Hogwork is very good. Malevolent shield is really good. Belt is very good. Jewels are very good. It's like a scaling thing, right? High life means base damage. High increases scale the base damage. High multiplier complement the scaling. How do you awaken gems? You get them as drops from Maven Influence content. Believe it or not, I retake a lot of the same content every league, and I don't like doing it, but it's what people want. But I mean, it doesn't really fix anything, right? At the end of the day, people are unfortunately kind of just gonna yap away rather than actually like proceed with the craft. So it happens to a lot of people, right? No, you don't get them from labs. You need Maven Witness content. So, this thing.
A new subscriber arrives.
Yo, father.
It fills
Appreciate
you
it.
with
What do you
determination.
prefer on Graph? Higher level skill or some good stat? I care about stats. Like, this one gives me life, and this one gives me max fire res. Do you have recommended source to understand scaling? I mean, my best thing I would tell you, if you don't understand, like, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not trying to sound rude or toxic, but if you don't understand, like, the basic fundamentals of math, then the best thing you can do, in my opinion, is play the same build over and over again until you understand the differences between base damage, increases, and multipliers. That's what I would personally say. I'm not very good at math, but I would like to say I'm good at video games, and I can turn video games into math without realizing it because, you know, naturally you will understand if you play a lot what is a multiplier, what is an increase, what is like a hidden multiplier, etc. through just repeated over time playing, right? Does it matter if the Shaper Shield has an open suffix or not when using Awakener Orb? All that matters is that you have one influence mod on both of them. That's it. When you Awakener Orb, you're effectively adding the two desired mods and hitting it with a Chaos or an Alch, whatever you prefer, right? How good is reduced fire taken on corrupted armor? Okay. Better than mine. Mine doesn't have a single corruption. I crafted my belt from scratch. I don't know how much it took. 60 to 100 fossils, somewhere between there. Yeah, I got pretty lucky. I definitely got very lucky. The Scarab command, good to use. I didn't even know I had a Scarab command, I'm going to be honest with you.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Oh, thanks for the prime, man. Would Helical be better than Cogwork? What is Helical? Is it just 50% instead of 25? Surely there's something else. Is it -2 prefix? Yeah, but that sounds a lot more spooky to craft. Because when you're doing like Wild Bristol Matron, you hit it, but like if it doesn't hit, how do you fix it? I get the math part. The problem I have is different ways to scale. For example, LE conversion into burning. Okay, but like, so like with my build, right? If you're playing my build, what part is confusing on the scaling? Because we can turn that into like increases in multipliers, right? Like, are you playing Righteous Fire? Aha! Okay, good. So we're gonna craft a prefix here. And I'm gonna just use some exalts here in case I get lucky, because it is a little expensive to matron. Okay, it didn't matter anyway. Alright, well, do you have matron? Let's see.
I cannot do this yet.
I do. Okay, I gotta remove this.
Check in with me when you have a moment.
The first ones are watching survival. Don't disappoint them.
I think Graps have been on Twitch extension day 1. Was nice. I think we do... I want to say it's Reforge Cold here. Let me just double check. I'm just gonna bookmark this fucking thing. Helmet? Okay, yeah, Cold Dispels. So I can just do Reforge Cold. So hitting the Reforge Cold here will guarantee the Cold mod. Now both of these are able to be elevated,
Business.
but I need this shit to go through. You have a crafting guide for your boots and gloves. Boots are unique, they cannot be grafted. Gloves should be on the website. Yep. You can apply a similar strategy if you want my exact gloves. Instead of getting this fracture, you get the life fracture, and then you just use Envy Essence, which should be this one. I didn't know you had the website. Oh yeah, you definitely want to bookmark that, bud. There's like tons of information on there. Okay. How are we gonna get dominance orbs? Let's see. Can RF comfortably do T17? You can farm T17 on a pretty like fair budget of a build, but killing the boss is expensive, right? Like you can farm T6, T17 on just a few divine. But to kill the boss, you're going to go to like 50 plus divine. Or maybe like 30 plus if you want to kill it like quickly, right? I actually know a lot of people who don't even kill the boss. They just farm maps. So like just for that, you can definitely do that. Because you don't need a lot of gear to just ignite prolif kaboom things. Let's see. So we need 28, so 28. All right. Here we go. Attempting the elevate with the Orb of Dominance on the Trap and Mine Helm. The way this works is you ideally want a tier 1 affix. It'd be silly to not do it on a tier 1. So our tier 1 is our Trap and Mine. And then the other affix doesn't matter. You just need to have another influenced affix. So if you hold Alt, you can see how there's Shaping and Shapers. So our goal is to consume the Shapers to buff our Trap and Mine to 25. So either what happens is the cold damage gets elevated to tier 2. Well, it's not really elevated, but actually it is. It gets elevated to tier 2. Or this thing gets fully elevated to 25. So here we go.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games.
We got scammed. Okay, well.
Sold.
Hail gods.
Doot. Back to the Alteration Prison. See you guys later. I got 2 elevated suffixes, 16 conk effect and 20 area of effect. Is the AoE bad for Fire Trap? It doesn't really do anything, per se. It's not bad, it's just not exactly very good. What is a good starter map Atlas strat as RF? You can see all of my stuff on my website. I think Harvest, after you have cleared your Atlas, is pretty solid usually for all beginners. Do you think mid-recom Scepter would be better than Nebulus? Only a 6% roll. Honestly, that's a POB question. I can't really answer that for you. You have to do the total math on how much your Nebulus is giving you. And then you need to put that in the config box, and then you need to compare it to the Recom Scepter. Math questions are best handled to our Lord and Savior, Path of Building. Worst case scenario, you could make the Scepter, put it on, check your damage. If you don't like it, you could sell it. What is the draw of the boots? They're crazy. Number 1, you can target uniques on. You can target Corruption Chamber because it's unique. Number 2, permanent freeze immune, permanent chill immune, and permanent adrenaline. Number 3, because you get freeze and chill immune, you can take Unwavering Stance for 1 point here, and then you get to change your Pantheon. So this gives 10% physical damage reduction. Combined with the Pantheon, another 8%. That's 18% physical damage reduction from Annihilation's approach. With that combo. Very disgusting. That graft is pretty interesting. Isn't it worth dropping an exalt on? That graft is interesting. Worth dropping an exalt. Oh, this thing? Sure. Just never really like looked at the stuff because like the bottom suffix is not really gonna do anything that influences my character, so I didn't really bother. Is it worth exalting? Yeah. The top stats buff you, the bottom stats buff the graft, I believe. Graft of the erupting volcano. I think I'm going to be using that a lot in SSF till I get like damage. Some bottom stats buff you, there's attribute and damage down there. Really? I thought it was... I thought it was all just for the piece of gear itself. What do I craft it with? They're implants, right? They're implant exalt? Is that a thing? Oh, I actually can't take it off, though. I need to... hold on. Skills used by this graft have increased skill effect duration. Buffs granted by Tender Embrace grants less life recovery rate. I don't even know if that's good, actually. What if we just, like, spam until we see it pop up and we just stop doing the augments? As much as I, like, enjoy the augment thing, it's hurting my head. I don't know the prices of items, man. It's hard for me to tell you what to farm. Most of the stuff I bought was on like day 1 and 2, so the prices are widely different from now. Nebulus is also a really tricky item to explain because Nebulus is very random with the pricing. Right, there we go. Now we're just going to go ahead and craft a prefix. Can I do 4th Voidstone on block setup? That's where I usually do it. Thoughts on Cinder Swallow? Cinder Swallow's okay. Probably better than what I'm running here, so.
Check in with me when you have a moment.
As a reminder for users, please go check out the website FAQ. It takes less than 15 seconds and will answer your questions, I promise. I'm reading tons and tons of questions that are answered on there, so just if you like me, do me a favor, go check out the website. It's gonna help you out. Okay, we hit the fire res. Now it is time to Wild Bristol Matron. Do we have any more matrons? 3.
had a sale, Exile.
No TY. Yes, TY.
Business. Ah.
Yeah, I'm ready to go SSF. Can't wait for next week.
We've made a trade.
I have not POB'd my character the whole league, so I couldn't tell you my DPS. On screen is the tooltip. Wait, oh, I'm dumb. I forgot to remove the mod. You know what I just realized? My Windows is being Pepega. Activate Windows, go to settings to activate. Activated this shit when I first turned the PC on. What do they mean, dude? The heck? Windows has been funky of lately, bro.
What?
Prove to the first ones you are worthy.
What do you think of Blight? Never really do it on League Start. What is priority? Chance to ignite or fire damage? You talking about Cloak of Flame? I try to get both equal, but I like ignite
Sold
duration
something
more.
While you were gone.
I do have your website open. What does it say for Cloak of Flame? I'm curious. Cloak of Flame, what stat is better? It says it right here. What do you mean? You're looking for graphs. Oh, whatever you want. Whatever you think your character needs.
Hail, God.
FAQ is good. Thanks, man. Wish I could get more people to use it. I feel too many people think that I just like shove it in their face because like they think I make money off it, but it is definitely not that at all. I pay out of pocket to host it. Alright. Reforge Cold. There we go. Oh no, I know a ton of people use it. For sure a ton of people use it. I see the traffic on it. I just wish I could get more of the... I just wish I could get more people on it, right? That's pretty much about it. When I see the same people asking me very similar questions every day, and I try to get them on it, and they just don't, those are the people like I'm trying to get on there, right? Alright, here we go. Reforge Cold. That's going to get us our Cold Dispels.
Hello.
And now we're going to try to hit the Orb of Dominance, so we're trying to elevate the Trap in Mind to 25. Yes! Okay, done. This one is done for now, the more annoying one. Perfect. Now we need to hit this one. Orb of Dominance. Do, 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 do. Perfect. All right, now
Made a trade.
We are trying to hit the Orb of Dominance here. So we have the level 20 burning, and we have the increased max mana. And our goal is to elevate the burning to 25. It'll only go to 25, it's tier 1, because the next tier is elevate. So here we go. 50-50. We lost it. Okay, going again. Alright, so Reforge Fire till 20 burning. If I get a good burn conch, maybe we sell it, but it's got to be like a good one. Otherwise, it's not worth it. Yeah, most of my currency is Harvey Beyond and just crafting. Possible to make an RF helmet with Genesis Tree? No. Is spell block? Okay, we got spell block. So round 2 on attempting to elevate. We got the 20 burn and we have a spell block, and that spell block is Elder. So here we go.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games.
We hit the 25 burn. Okay, good. Now we attempt to make better helmet than we have now. So here we go. The next step is Awakener orbing this helmet onto this helmet. Here we go. 25 trap and mine onto 25 burn. Pew! Okay, it's looking to be literally the exact same as my current helmet. It actually has like the same thing. It's literally like 28 light. It's still a tier 5 res. Actually the exact same thing. Okay? So now what we have to do is we're going to do Wild Bristol Matron into Veil Chaos, into Foulborn Exalts. Actually, I think we got a Foulborn Exalt now. Yeah, okay. Okay, so Wild Bristol Matron here is going to hit us with suffixes cannot be changed.
The ritual is complete.
And now that we have the suffixes cannot be changed, we're going to hit it with the Veiled Chaos. The two best things that could happen right now is we somehow hit an incredibly high life roll, like 100 plus, or we somehow hit Conch Effect. That would be the dream. We hit minion damage. That's weird. That's very weird. Okay.
We've made a trade.
And now I believe what we're supposed to craft here is Fizz damage reduction like this. And if this Unveil does not hit +2 AoE, we redo it. If it hits +2 AoE, we probably sell it. I'm not fully sure. Oh. You hit 9% MP. What? Okay, we did not hit it. So we are going again. So we're going to remove the mod. Like this. Back to the Wild Bristol Matron. What are your thoughts on Defiance of Destiny? great. You just lose a lot of single target with it. And I gotta go buy some matrons. This is how rich folk party at night? I mean, there's much more expensive crafts than this, but yeah. Okay. The thing is every time we do this, there is a chance that it fills with 3 prefixes. It's unlikely, but if it fills with 3 prefixes, it's kind of spooky. Oh, this is Final Fantasy VII, actually. Matron, here we go. 110 Divine RF helm that was posted this morning. No, I didn't look at Reddit this morning.
The ritual is complete.
Okay, suffixes cannot be changed. I guess I could actually stay there, but...
We've made a
Veiled Chaos, level 22 conk effect, 108 life. Here you go, ready? 3, 2...
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games.
Bam! Okay, it's clean. That means we craft... this one. And now we just straight unveil a beautiful +2 AoE. And now I want to say we craft flat mana. Like this. Now let me go triple check real fast. Helmets. Helmet. Strength int. I just want to confirm. So the highest weighting by far is mana at 12,000. And the elder prefix for mana is really low. So our odds are likely to hit life. I mean, I guess it could hit these hybrids. But life is by far the most popular candidate here. So what we're going to do now is we have that mana craft. We need a Foulborn Exalt, and we want to hit, like, big life. That's the goal. Big life. So here we go. Bam. I'm going to hit 91 life. I'll take it. It's literally better than what I have. We crafted an upgrade. I just went up 100 life from that. What can I craft now? Oh, I can craft hybrid life too. No, it's T4, but it's still pretty good. I think I'm just going to craft hybrid life. Yeah, I just have to switch the res, but that's not a problem. That takes like 5 seconds. All right. Lightning to fire is this here. That's going to swap the lightning to fire. And now we have a fire res roll.
Hail, God Slayer.
Okay.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
2 green. Add remove socket. What is my net worth? I have no idea. I don't use any programs to track my currency. Probably a lot in scarabs, to be fair. A lot. All right. That's a nice helmet. $18 quality? You guys delayed? It looks 20 to me. Oh my... How could you, game? Alright, what is this one worth? I can fix it, I just gotta go, you know, spend currency to fix it. Okay, 69 life, plus 2 AoE, Arc Demon Crown with 25 trap and 25 mine. Why are there two listed for a mirror? What the fuck am I looking at? Oh, because this also has 30% more Ellie with T1 life. And Conk effect. Jesus Christ! What the heck is this? Janet, what is this? What is this? I don't want to see TFT on here. What the heck? What the heck is this? Why can't I find stuff that's close to mine, okay? Oh, here we go. There is some stuff that's close to it. Okay, so that's 7. Why does it go from 70 to 24? Why are you... Wait. What? Oh. Okay, so... I think we're around 20. Yeah? Instant buyout only. No res, though. Yeah, I mean, I could do like 24. Why is this guy's better than this guy? Because he has hybrid life? Because he has hybrid life. This guy has int. I'll go like 25. 26 even, maybe. I'm not in a rush.
Hail.
Oh,
Focus amulet next upgrade. I don't want to craft an amulet because it needs to be recombinated, so fuck that, I'm good. If yours has 25 resu, it sell really fast? It does. Okay.
I'll update that.
Can't you buy already crafted ones like yours and use reflecting mist? Isn't mist only for oh, I don't like misting. I'm not a big fan of that mechanic either.
Godslayer, long day.
Divine helmet for better life roll. Well, the problem is if I divined it, like I could do that, but I mean that's kind of like divine prison. If I want to hit 10k life, I could just throw like some fertile catalyst at this. Can Permavol RF Cold Snap Glad be considered RF? You want my opinion? Only RF is RF. Nothing else is RF. Do 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 do. Well, cold snap similar. I will agree to disagree that people like to call anything with a circle RF. That's me personally. I'm a bit of an RF diva, you know. I don't like when my RF skill is being compared to a lot of different things. Mainly with PoE 2, because people overuse the like, why aren't you playing this build? It's like RF, you know. I kind of just like to play what I like to play.
Check in with me when you have a moment.
But yeah, I would say like the Vol Cold Snap's probably closer to like Death Zone maybe, but same thing in that regard. You know, you run and do damage over time.
Your life will leave no.
Any way to remove the avoid Ellie? No, not without gambling.
I cannot do this yet.
You think medium clusters aren't worth using? When you're at my stage in progression, no. Not usually. I mean, like, you can. It's okay to use mediums. They need to be 2 cluster. One of them has to have flow of life. It's, like, mandatory. I just feel like medium clusters are better for, like, earlier progression, but 2 mod medium clusters are expensive. So then, like, you don't want to spend your currency on them. And then they just kind of, like, fall out of favor because they're too expensive early game. And they're not efficient late game, right? It's kind of weird. Yeah, that's what I do. I do medium cluster to get Fan of Flames early, and then I drop the mediums. Only time I don't drop that is if I happen to get a double notable. In which case, if I get a double notable, then I could put like ignite. Sorry, I could put fire multi on my gloves. No, I'm in like an altar farm deli atlas right now. It's kind of weird. Would you ID watchers or sell un-ID'd? Depends if you like gambling, really. I think I prefer to sell un-ID'd, but, you know, up to you. Foulborn Wrathpith Globe worth it. If you care about damage number go up, sure. I don't think it's really worth it because you're giving up your biggest survivability slot and you're stacking increased damage, which we already get a ton of from Nebulus. I don't think it's worth it. I think there's a scenario where it can be used for sure. I just don't think it's worth it. You can replace your amulet to Defiance of Destiny at that point. Yeah, but the problem with that is the amulet is one of the biggest places to mix your damage type in the form of plus the level of gems for Fire Trap and dot multi, right? So, I don't know. Nebulus has been good since the patch notes. Where have you been? If we use Nebulus, unless we have +2 Ami, we have less than 90 max res. Not correct. You can deviate from the passive tree if you understand how. Let's give an example. Are you one of the guys who's stuck at 89 max res? Let me fix your build for you. Do you happen to have 2 points in the reservation mastery here? So you have this node here and then you have this node here. Let me fix you. Refund those 2 points. Now you're at 88 max res. Take those 2 points, put them in a jewel, or remove a life node, go into int, get a 2 max res jewel. You're done. When you happen to get a 23 purity of fire, put 1 point back in to get the 1% max. Right? I'm missing the cluster for max res. Sorry, cluster? What do you mean? Jewel. Yeah, just go buy a 2 max res jewel, they're cheap. Pro, just go check the FAQ. Not sure if you're aware of it. Super simple to use.
Oh, check in with me when you have a moment.
You just come over here, you go to the FAQ, you type in Nebulus, click, here's your answer. Just checked. Nice.
Greetings. She will soon bear fruit.
Do, 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 do.
She is pleased.
Serious, I've been using to just give myself more unique and currency. I will be right back. I don't have a farm command. You can just go on my website and see all my Atlas strats, man. Under the Atlas command. I mainly just do Harvey Beyond right now. We're just doing some random stuff. How do you gain endurance charges? The amulet anoint.
Something while you were gone.
Amulet anoint, very important.
Business. The Mary Lee.
You will be captured, stupid beast.
I guess that's okay. You're using it for endurance charge. Is that a suffix? It's a prefix. It's not bad. No, if RF was counted as Ignite, Chieftain would be immune to it. My tummy hurts today, boys. I don't think we're gonna stream very long. I don't know what happened. I drank some cucumber juice and now I feel like a fucking cucumber. Maybe, you know what? I think we're just starting SSF tomorrow. I'm too bored today. I'm just too bored. Like, crafting's like fun and all, but crafting for like no reason, like, you know, like I'm just crafting for the sake of crafting. So you are what you eat. Wow. Wait, what does that mean? Yeah, it's removed because of the burn part, not the ignite part. The SSF tomorrow. I think so. Unless there's like something that pops up into my head, but I'm pretty sure we SSF tomorrow. No, yeah, we'll have a short stream today. I just hate like not streaming as much on like, you know, Friday, Saturday, because those are like the important days to stream, but what can you do? You said you drank cucumber juice and now you feel like a cucumber. Yeah, no, I get that. I just mean like, what does that mean, you know? My tummy hurts. What is this song? There you go, it's Linkin Park. No problem, Pancake. Just remember that the build guide is designed for SSF and softcore. So if you are feeling squishy, make sure you pivot it a little bit to be different, you know? You want to push to get to that 90 gear set, the going block based as fast as possible for HC. That's what'll keep you alive. I'll go with JD on. It's actually so crazy. There's this place that Victoria orders from a lot called Kava, and every time I get something from there, I feel like unwell. It's so weird. At first, I realized it's because they put saffron in their rice, and I have some weird genetic trait where saffron tastes like bath water to me, and on the flip side, is... What is this stuff that's inferior parsley? What is that shit called? What's the shitty parsley called? You guys probably don't think it's shitty coriander? Coriander? I don't remember. I don't even know what it is. That thing tastes like dish soap to me. Cilantro. There we go. Cilantro literally tastes like dish soap to me. It's fucked. So like, cilantro tastes like dish soap, and saffron tastes like bath water. So I can't like. I was eating kava bowls, and I'm like, babe, like, why does it taste like somebody literally just poured like bath water in my food? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, let me try your bowl. And I'm like, this is not fresh. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, there's no way. Like, this is not fresh. So I'm like, do something dumb for me. And she's like, what? I'm like, can you Google, why does my food taste like bath water? And it literally, like, I shit you not, it literally said, some people think that saffron tastes like bath water. And I'm like, how? Like, how is that actually a thing? Cilantro is the better parsley if you aren't unlucky enough to have that soap gene. I don't know. I mean, I was raised Middle Eastern and we eat a lot of parsley. We have an entire dish called tabbouleh, which is literally, it's like a salad out of parsley. But yeah, I mean, it's just, there's nothing I can really do about it. I just can't eat it, right? But yeah, so then this go around, right? This go around, she just got me some cucumber juice, and I drank it, and now my stomach's fucked. Like, what? I love tabbouleh. I make tabbouleh myself. What is the difference between malevolent setup on cluster or purity of fire? Okay, this is gonna sound whack, but if you're using a pure might setup, then you can use an enlighten to fit in unbound ailments. If you are on the malevolent setup, you cannot do this, but it is better because you get chaos res. So TLDR, pure might fits in unbound. Mortifying aspect does not fit in unbound. Yeah, I make my own tabbouleh. I make it a little different though. I put like spinach as well with it, but I like dice the spinach up so it's fine like the parsley. So there's like more substance to it. It's really good. Yeah, you basically get like a bushel of parsley, chop it up real fine. You get a lemon, you squeeze that whole sucker right in there. You just all that lemon juice, put a little bit of salt. That's when I said I also go for the I dice up like a bit of spinach as well. What else do we put in tabbouleh? I do cucumber because Victoria likes cucumber. A bunch of tomatoes diced up in there too. I'm trying to remember what else I put in there. I haven't had the grain of recently that they put in it. They put a specific type of grain in there, but because I don't have the grain, I've just been putting like more substance in it instead. The Asmongold diet, nothing but processed food. I'm good, bro. I'm miserable eating processed food. Like, I used to eat a lot of processed food in my 20s, and as I got into my 30s, I just realized how miserable the processed food was making me. So I really don't consume processed food very often. It sucks though, because like I still crave processed food a lot. So like the other day I was like, you know what? It's been literally over 10 years since I've had Burger King. I'm gonna get Burger King. I took one bite of a Whopper and I was like, this is not it. Like, this is literally not it. Like, I would rather eat a fucking chew in between two pieces of bread than this. I don't know, it's just not me. Some of like fries and stuff, like don't get me wrong, fries are delicious. Those are fine. They're still not good for you. Those are fine though. But like a burger, no, I'll just make my own burger. I'll have a fucking black bean burger. I don't care, dude. Not the processed shit. Not the processed burgers, dude. Yeah, this pretty much goes for almost all fast food, I think. Like, unless it's actually somewhat fresh, like, I am not eating your processed garbage. Unless it's fries or, like, onion rings, you know, the super simple shit that you can't fuck up, right? The stuff you cannot fuck up. What is the best way to get Foulborn Red Dream? I have no idea. I'm gonna guess it maybe drops from... So I guess you could try to force your tree to focus on, like, jewels. I have no idea the chances of you hitting that. You could also try to, like, clear the hives completely and do the little chest, but, I mean, I'm 100, I've never found one, right? And I've done a lot of grinding. The heck, a bug just beat me on my ass. What the fuck? Ow. The heck? I'm so confused that other streamers said you were pretending to be an owl on stream. What?
Something while you were gone?
Often try a lot of the goofy processed vegetarian substitute stuff for kicks. I found the soy rizo like vegetarian chorizo. Ah, okay, I see. You were supposed to say who? Oh! Oh! Sorry, I'm even bad at falling for things, man. I'm like, what the fuck? This is so... Someone's calling me an owl? Like, what the heck are you talking about, bro?
Glad to see you.
Bro, I'm tired today, dude. I'm fucking tired, bro. I'm tired. My skin is itchy. Like, I can't believe you messed up the joke. What did I say? What? I said what, right?
Are you the fisherman, or are you
Time out. I got you, bud. Here you go. I'll see you in a second.
Approach, challenger.
Please, I couldn't find an FAQ. Does generic percent fire damage leech work? No. Doesn't work for you. Doesn't work for fire trap. It only works for Hinakura. That should be added. Go add that. You know, believe it or not, it might actually be in there, but it's not under that question. I think that there's one that talks about RF scaling maybe, and it talks about how like RF doesn't hit, etc. So, why do you bench before doing the matron? Why do I bench? Well, you have to remove the bench mod before you do matron. So I think it's just... Oh. So let me explain. I craft a prefix and then I exalt slam to fill the suffix. Because if the prefixes are filled, you can't matron, and if the suffixes are not filled, you can't matron. So you need 3 suffixes and an open prefix. How's the gluten going? I'm pretty miserable and I still feel like trash, so I'm gonna keep sticking to the gluten-free diet, but we'll see what happens. Yesterday was probably the worst, like, psoriasis flare-up I had. I literally woke up, it was like 1:30 in the morning, and I was so incapable of, like, I could not stop myself from scratching. I had to, like, go leave so I didn't wake Victoria up. I went to the bathroom and I literally just scratched from my ankles to like my thighs for 5 minutes in the bathroom, and then went back to bed and could actually sleep. It was so bad. Holy. Is 3 life unblocked acceptable? Yeah. I mean, when you want a better one, just sell your old one and then make a better one. Try hemp cream. I'm really scared to try stuff right now because I have prescribed like stuff, and I think the more stuff I use, the worse it's gonna be, right? So right now, I just got like a very heavy steroid cream, and I'm trying it out, and it doesn't feel very good so far, so we'll see.
We've made a trade.
Watch out, it can turn into a sore if you scratch it too much. I mean... No, I mean, like, everything's fine. You literally can't even tell that I have psoriasis on my legs because it's like, it's so minuscule, but it itches so much. And you won't know what worked if it clears. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to do like as little as possible, but still like enough as possible, because if I start doing too many things at once, I'm not going to know what fixed it. Isn't there some type of bath you can do? I'm scared to take a bath because the last time I took a bath, right, so the last time I took a bath, this is what happened to my face. So I don't know if it's like the oils on my skin moving around or something, but no more baths for me, just showers, because I don't know what the fuck caused that, and I don't want to go back there again. So, nope.
Your tolerance to the intolerable is admirable.
Nope. You're a wizard, Harry. Thanks for the gifted, my dude. Tried phototherapy? No, at the moment I've just done what my dermatologist has recommended, and if things get super bad, I'm gonna go message her back. It gets better when you make it to your 40s, I promise that I'm lying. Wow! I had psoriasis for almost 20 years. What helped me heal fully and stay away for the last 7 years was biological treatment. Is that the shot that they do? That's what my girlfriend's been telling me about. Hello, dude. I just tuned in, and it seems like you have seborrheic dermatitis. Close. Actually, so far, by the way, most knowledgeable person here. Good job on your diagnosis. I have sebopsoriasis, so seborrheic dermatitis overlap with psoriasis. Hope you can deal with it. What are you doing to deal with it? I got ignite. I got fan the flames. How do I check my ignite? Press C, click default attack, scroll down to your ignite. That's what it should be. You know who doesn't have dermatitis? Owls. Is there something you're trying to insinuate here, friend? Ketogenic diet helps a lot. I was at a stage where I couldn't even move as my feet were fully covered and skin would split. So since we're talking about this stuff, chat, mute if you don't want to hear something graphic. I warn you now, mute. Mute right now, you better mute. So I got to a point where I was so miserable, and that was in this picture here that I showed you. I started covering like very large amounts of my body. What ended up just sending me going in was, when I say going in, I mean booking an appointment with a dermatologist. I could not use the bathroom without bleeding. And let me tell you, there were a lot of things that I Google searched at first because I wanted to confirm what my problem was, and Google told me that there's a lot of things that could be wrong, and I'm like, Google, I don't have worms. Can you fuck off right now? So, you know, I had to like confirm a lot of stuff because Google is trying to tell me that there's like, you know, a lot of really bad stuff going on, like, you know, a lot of stuff. And I'm like, no, like, I know what I have, but like, how else can I fucking confirm this, right? So that's what ultimately just sent me in. That was bad. That was, yeah, that was bad. They said his heavy drinking made it worse. I barely drink. Like, I barely drink. I think I've had, like, I don't know, like, a few shots of alcohol in 3 months. So. How do I up the ignite chance? Graft is good. So, grafts here. You can take ignite nodes here, are good. What if processed food caused a shield of microplastic that was protecting you? Guess it's time to go back to fucking Taco Bell and McDonald's, boys. Yeah, it's weird because, like, my symptoms right now are very different than they were before, right? Like, my symptoms don't hurt. Before, they hurt. Now, it's just, like, the itching sensation is so crazy. Like, I itch more than I want to play RF. I don't even know, like, how other way to describe how itchy it is. I have my Shaper Shield. Do I awaken 30 Reservation Shield on it? Just like I showed earlier, you need to make sure you take the Donor Shield, so the shield you don't care about, click the Awakener Orb on it, onto the shield you do want. Make sure that you only have one influence mod on both of them. Thanks for the gifted, guys. Appreciate it. Converted. Nice, dude. Like to hear it. What rune graph should I try? I only use one rune graph for this build, and it's when you have Annihilation approach. You can see it on the website FAQ. We use Bound. A lot of things cause itchy skin, like chalky water. If you use tap water for a shower, use filter, and you can try a special shampoo. Yeah, so my scalp's good now. My scalp's good. It's literally just my arms and from my ankles to like my thighs right now is like the more recent flare-up. Mental health is crucial. Yeah, mental health has been all-time low this past month, not gonna lie, and trying to get it in a state where it's not has been a journey. It's definitely on the better right now. It's just sometimes things happen that's out of your control and you can't be positive about it, right? It sucks, but it is what it is, you know? Is there any way to get more chance to explode? No, but you can juice for more mobs. Everything is re-rolled, yes. And 40% ignite's good enough. To fix all problem is to play RF. That's what I tell myself, dude. That is what I tell myself. I did Harvey Beyond for currency right now. I'm not really doing anything. Just doing random things. Is this affecting your head? It was before. Right now my head is good. Hopefully you figure out the cause of the issue. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is, man. I don't know. Does it have to be a hunter? You need 2 different influence, so yeah. Maybe we're burning our skin off with RF, maybe. Very much maybe. Never know.
We've made a trade.
I full clear most maps. When you're doing general progression, you don't. If you're spending a lot of currency on your maps, you should probably full clear them, right? For PoE first timer, what do you recommend? I always recommend Harvest for new players. It's really straightforward compared to a lot of other strategies. So that's what I recommend. May not be the best currency, but it's very consistent. Starting over the league as RF Chief, trying to get RF to be runnable, should I take off things like Tabula Rasa for more stats? Currently don't have the regen. Have you, so, let's pause here real fast. Since it's not your first character, right? You have some currency, yeah? All you gotta do is come to the wiki here, grab the RF Chieftain League Starter right here, right? And over in the path of building, right? There is a nice little list right up in the notes that talks about cheap uniques for the campaign and early mapping. So if you want to brute force things, you can start looking at items here. I can highlight some, like Replica at Ziri's Foibles, kind of crazy. The Zoph's Heart, the new Zoph's Heart is also pretty good. Cloak of Flame, very good, even at low level. If you need regen, Kikizaru is really good. This is a very good one. Oh, Chansey, thanks for the 10 gifted. Holy, that's a lot. That's a lot. Mage Blood is a leveling unique, and I'll die on that hill. I mean, most people who have a Mage Blood are still leveling up to 100. No? I think that I could die on that hill with you. I mean, that logic checks out to me. If you're not level 100 and you're wearing a Mage Blood, you're still leveling now. Hope you feel better soon. Thanks, man. Thankfully, it's not interrupting my streams too much like it was before. It's just interrupting my sleep, which I guess does interrupt my stream, so never mind, that's actually a lie. I hope to get to the cause to it soon, too. I don't know what it is. I might just have to go in, just spend some money on some blood work, figure out, like, what is actually going on. The blood work should tell if I have, like, celiac disease or, you know, gluten intolerance, so that part is at least nice. I would love to go back to eating some fucking pasta and some flour tortilla. I ate corn tortillas yesterday, and let me tell you, I was not happy. Like, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with a fresh corn tortilla right off the grill, but when it's not right off the grill, to me, there's something very wrong with it. RF's okay for, like, early delving. What weapon did you switch to? I'm using the new Nebulus. I think it's autoimmune. Yeah, but like a lot of people who have this can also share like an overlap with gluten intolerance, so there's no harm. And it may not be curable, but it can be manageable, right? So, in due time, hopefully. You'd lose your will if you couldn't do corn tortillas. Yeah, I'm already losing my will with, like, I can't eat my bagels, I can't eat my flour tortillas, I'm not allowed to have my pasta. I already told what happened the other day. I was like, alright guys, it's day one of going gluten-free. I'm gonna set myself up for success. I am gonna order some fucking barbecue. So what did I do? I looked for some budget barbecue. I ordered some Dickies. They had buy one, get one free on 3 meat plate. I'm like, hell yeah, let's load up on some fucking meat. Everything's gonna be great. These motherfuckers gave me some garlic bread. And they toasted it really nice. That's fucked. So then I ate it. And then I ate it the next day because I got buy one, get one free. So I got 2 of them. They make vegetable pasta. Yeah, I mean, so I've had like chickpea pasta and stuff, and it's like pretty good, but like, you want to know my problem? My problem is that I've lived with a roommate who only ate meat and cheese. And then I had a roommate who did not eat anything that was on the bone and would not eat any fish. And now I've been with my girlfriend for a while, and she's vegan. So I've always been the guy to cook for other people because of their diet. I don't want to be the guy with the fucking diet. I want to be the guy who eats whatever he wants. Like, it's not fair.
I've got some wealth for you.
8 hours of sleep, reduce stress, go on a high protein, low carb diet. Yeah, the 8 hours of sleep is proving to be difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I eat the same dish every day. What is it? Maybe it's a sign to try a vegan diet. Vegan diets are really hard for me. You know why? Because I get fat on a vegan diet. You know why? Because I cannot get the satisfaction that I want from the food, so I eat too much of it. Yeah, that's what I had to do last night. I had to sleep or I had to swim to go to sleep. Do you have a recommended flask setup for Mage Blood? Yeah, it's on my website, FAQ. Just type in Mage Blood.
You are just another stumbling corpse.
Salad plus boiled eggs in the morning, afternoon boiled potatoes plus cauliflower and chicken. I mean, it sounds like a healthy diet.
Approach, challenger.
Try a vegan diet with some chicken breast. Sir? I saw a really dumb YouTube short. It was like this kid went to KFC to like eat with his friends, and some old dude was vegan and walked up and was trying to make them feel bad for like eating chicken wings. And he said, "Old man, it's okay, because whenever I order with my friends, we always get the family meal, so no one gets left behind." It is something stupid like that. Have you tried pho? I don't like it because I'd rather see ramen. I love ramen. Not garbage packet ramen. I try, but having ramen like done correctly or fresh is so much better than the packaged stuff. And I've tried, like, I love the packaged stuff for a while, but over time it's just not the same for me anymore. But like proper ramen, oh my god, I love it so much.
I will slay every last one of you.
Authentic street tacos. I used to make my own tacos for a while. Like I would make like kind of like a, not like a taco bar, but almost like a taco bar. Like basically you have like the ground beef and then you have like the bar that you could just fill whatever you want in. That was great. But I used to do with my roommates. One of us would like prep all the veggies and someone would just cook the meat. And then we'd make like do some chips on the side, some salsa. Make our own salsa. Those were the days.
I've almost got it.
My HP randomly goes to 0 and it's not corrupted blood. Are you running like no regen, minus max, less recovery methods? Executioner pulls you to 50. If you're fighting essence mobs, they can frostbomb you, which can reduce your recovery. There's a weird tormented spirit that puts a bluish gem debuff that like reduces your recovery.
Check in with me.
I don't know. I mean, it could be a number of things depending on what you're doing. What do you mean by uniques? Like unique maps? I mean, is it a one-time thing or is it happening frequently to you? Is it worth running originator threads? Yeah, they're worth doing. I'm just tired right now and lazy. Frequently. Do you have... Like, are you using Ralakesh Pantheon? Wait. Oh, you're not using the right Pantheon. That's kind of a big deal. I've got an Immaculate Hideout from Ivory Temple, but everyone seems to have it or don't want it. So if you want it or chat wants it, I have 4 portals. I'm good. I appreciate it. Could be Chaos too. Yeah, if your Chaos is bad, you're going to degen and die. That's definitely another thing. Definitely another thing. Curious, since I got Annihilation, I haven't noticed the Flame Touch proccing. You turn them on and it never goes away.
Well, it's about 3:50.
Oh! I was just about to hop off.
Insig
Holy.
tip $200. Love you, man. Sorry, life a bit puppy ATM.
It said
You have
puffy
given
instead
me
of
and the
shitty.
community a lot of entertainment over the years.
Yo, Insig, thanks so much for the 200, dude. I appreciate that. That's very nice. That was very kind. And on that, we are probably going to hop off for the day, guys. Honestly, man, life's not too bad for me right now. Like, don't get me wrong, the psoriasis stuff is pretty trash, but I've been in worse places before. I'll get over it. Just gotta fix things, you know? That's the main thing. Gotta get stuff. Gotta figure out what's causing it. That's the first step, right? Hopefully the steroid cream helps. I really appreciate that though, man. Very kind of you. Decent starter. Kind of weird and has no dot multi, so I don't know. That's a weird one. You have an updated POB. Just use the profile command and import. Maybe you don't have 40% Aussie, or maybe you don't have a white scepter. I'm gonna catch you guys later. I'm not feeling the best, so I love how you guys are trying to ask me all these questions, spamming me when I'm trying to go. Get out of here, boys. You got a whole community. You can do it. You can do it. Catch you guys later. Insig, thanks again. I really do appreciate it, man. Very kind of you. I know who you are in chat, so take care. Thanks for watching, boys. I gotta go take care of myself, so